Great. Do we also have Anna? She was out on a walk, I saw. So these are our new board members. Before I introduce them, I'd like to thank our previous board members. And I think I have Anna. I see your name, but not your face. There we go. So I think, it's clear to everyone, if you were a day one shareholder and you think back where we started this thing, and we're a far stronger company today, and in big part thanks to Anna which you see in the picture, and Stefan Sjö, which couldn't make it today, unfortunately. As a small thank you, Anna is a big sports fan, so she will get this. Let's see here. It's actually in Swedish, but it's a gift card for a sports trip of Anna's choice. So maybe go to with Dynamo Sports. So maybe she'll go to see one of the Swedish games in the Europeans. Maybe something else. This would normally be the time when you come up on the stage, Anna, but as it is now, it will be sent to you. And big thank you for these years.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for this time, and good luck in the future. I will follow the company and my investments with interest. So good luck.
Thanks, Anna. All right, Stefan couldn't make it, but he will, as a small thank you to Stefan, he will have a golf package. I believe this is also in Sweden, but he will take his wife and go to have a nice weekend at Toresta Herrgård, along with some nice golf rounds there. So going over to our incoming board members then, we'll start with Amir Dav. He's from Israel and currently living in Barcelona. We actually met around 5 years ago. It wasn't online dating, but we met online when we were studying the same company 2 times actually. And he has a very global focus, and one of the things I've been most impressed with Amir is he has this brilliant short-term mind. So I could usually go on and explain a problem for 15 minutes, and he'll have the answer in 15 seconds, usually. With that, I'll leave the word to you, Amir, to say, I don't know if we can get the slide with Amir up.
I would be suspicious.
We'll look for it.
With any 15 seconds answer, Daniel. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy to. I think I met most of it, some of you at least, in person, and I'm probably happy to meet some others in the future when we have this kind of stuff in person. And it's really it's been great honor that Daniel asked me to join the board, and I'm really happy to do it. The one thing I'll say is that we, like Daniel said, we met in 2016 or something like that, and I think in one of our first calls, it was just after I launched my fund, and he told me, yeah, I'm gonna start something of my own soon, and I was like, oh, nice, you're launching a fund, and he said, oh, we actually gonna do an investment company, and we're gonna have those shareholders and like structure, and he started explaining it to me, and I remember thinking, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. It sounds too complicated. But I'm happy to be proven wrong, and 5 years later we've become shareholders, and I'm becoming a board member. So Daniel, you were right, and you're doing it, I think, the right way. And let's hope that in 5 years I'll figure out something else I was wrong about.
All right, great. These contact details will be sent out after the meeting, so you don't need to take them down, but feel free to reach out to Amir. With Arimatti, so he also has this, he's from Finland and lives in Luxembourg. So we're doing a lot of countries now. We had Arimatti and I initially met 2 years ago in this value investing conference in Cyprus. It was a little bit of love at first sight because I was presenting Fort Knox, and Arimatti went up and presented the Finnish equivalent, Talenom, which is rather similar, not an exact replica, but many similarities and a few differences. So we spent countless hours discussing both of them. I think Arimatti was actually also the person who initially alerted me to QT Group, which we'll hear more about in a second from QT CEO. He's focused on the Nordics and sees a lot of private deals in his job. So I think it will be a big asset for us, and a very talented and diligent investor. So I'll leave the word to you, Ari.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for the nice words, and thank you for the invitation to the meeting. And it's a great pleasure to be here. As Daniel said, we met in 2019, and since then we have had so many great discussions. And I have learned a lot from Daniel, and hopefully, if you haven't learned anything from me yet, maybe one day you will. So very happy to know you, Daniel, and of course Amir and those who are the existing shareholders. So as Daniel, maybe you didn't mention yet, but I'm from Finland. I live in Luxembourg. I moved here with my family 4 years ago, and we actually lived before that in Sweden, and it was my wife. I have a Swedish wife, so you see a Swedish flag here behind me. If you can see it, it's a room, but anyway. So I have a Swedish wife, and she was kind of the person who forced me to learn Swedish as well. So nowadays I'm also fluent in Swedish. And then, of course, professionally, I'm super excited that I'm able to do the things that I love the most. For sure, for Amir is the same, for Daniel is the same. So to find new exciting investment ideas, to learn new things every day, like Daniel, you learned today about the time difference between Finland and Sweden. And then, of course, that to follow the existing holdings that I have, or the family that I'm representing, we have, that they get better and better. I actually got to investing, that was at the age of 13. Same for Amir. I think for me it was 1999. I bought my first stock 10, but to be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. But anyway, I got started my journey, and today, I'm responsible for the equity portfolio for the family in Luxembourg, and maybe for the Swedish audience, it might be interesting that when I was working in Sweden as an equity analyst, I was also involved in many of the IPOs in Sweden, including maybe companies Ahlsell, Volati, Munters, and some other companies. So I spend a lot of time on those companies. But just to summarize, I love investing. I love to learn new stuff, and I look forward to our future journey at River Oak together. And thanks again, Daniel, for the great mug. So I have something to drink here as well.
Perfect.
Thanks.
So I think it shines through. Both our new board members here are very passionate about investing. They actually have decades of investing experience, and they both have the highest of integrity, and don't hesitate to reach out to them with their emails and phone numbers will be sent out, so they can speak to most of our investments just as well as I can. All right.